What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome back to the FTBs. FTB Infinity. Yep, there's a couple melons over here I could have gotten food from, but now it's not a thing because I got some steak. Steak, man. Steak! So, I've done more work. I keep doing work off camera. It's not intentional. I just keep doing things. I'm having so much fun, man. I'm so excited to do stuff. Now, I did try to avoid doing too much stuff, like too much. There is a level where there's too many things going on off camera, and I didn't want to get to that point. So I'm bringing you in now. And if you remember, I said what we wanted to do in this episode. Shut up, cows, you're too loud. What I wanted to do in this episode is actually get to the end and kill the dragon, basically, because I want some of the draconium stuff, and it's really, really cool. But I changed some things around again. Here's this. This stuff is gone. And I have a power system. Basically, all I really did is I took out the leadstone energy cell, and I put in the furnace generator with the leadstone, and then now I have the energetic infuser, and I have a conduit. The middle one, the enhanced energy conduit, going from the back of this all the way over and up into the alloy smelter. So now I have one of those and I can make some of that. Now the reason I did that is actually to get some of the red alloy wire, which is really not what? Oh, I spelled alloy wrong. That's why. This stuff right here, this is really good. Basically, it's just redstone transmission, and it's just better than redstone dust because it can go on the side of blocks and stuff. It's really cool. But in order to make this, you smelt this red iron compound, which is redstone, and this. And I didn't need it for that. What did I need it for? I needed it. Oh, I needed it for the conduits. That's what I needed it for. Conduits. These guys here, actually, I needed it for the energetic alloy. Glowstone, gold, redstone, good stuff like that. Another thing is I have, here's nether. Ooh, we're in the nether. Wonderful. And then we can go back to the overworld, and it's all fantastic. Everything's good. So, there's also some other things that I changed. If you go here, what? It's not stairs. What? What is this stuff? Holy crap. This is pretty much what I did. Now, it looks like a lot of progress, but it really isn't. All I really did is, yes, I went to the nether and I got a couple blaze spawners, which that's not too big a deal. You know, I made a couple dollies, diamond dollies. I got a couple blaze spawners. And I just hooked up a bunch of fans to a switch. You know, the room is all designed out and stuff, but that's really all it was. I just dug a big hole and I put in a couple spawners. And then I started to do this side and I was like, I really don't want to do anything too much off camera, so that's why I stopped. But the reason I did this is actually because of a comment. There was a comment that said, if you want really easy power, hook up, you know, go to the nether, get some blaze spawners, and get some things so you can put in blaze rods into the furnace generator. And that's pretty much what I did. It works really well. Now, blaze rods are really handy for other things. You know, blaze powder, it's good for ender pearls, so you can make eyes of ender and all that good stuff, and lots of other things. But they also work really well in furnace generators. So that's what I did. I have this, and right now it's hooked up so that I have my vacuum hopper right here with wooden spikes, which takes all the blaze down to one hit. So if I wanted to punch them to death, I could. I use my sword because I have a little bit of looting on it, which really isn't too big of a deal. But I have a bunch of this stuff. This is all manual, and it's really not that complicated. I mean, it's pretty simple. I flip the switch, and the blaze will get, you know, blown into the corner right here. Now, normally those torches are not there. That's usually not a thing that is, you know, there. I have them there because I was doing a little bit of work and stuff, and just to light up the area, which actually I should be able to. I could probably take these things out now. Let's leave that on for a little bit until it fills up, and that way I have a little bit of time to run in there and take out the torches. Anyway, so this side is going to be for a thing that I have. Where is that thing? I don't know where that thing is. It's actually from another comment that I had. To trap an enderman and a safari net and spawn them, which is what I really want to do. But that means I have to augment this because the spawners that are in this pack are auto spawners. They're MFR spawners, which means you need mob essence. So what I can do is I can actually hook up a grinder to kill these guys automatically. Now, the reason they're not automatically killed now is just so I can also get experience as well. I could automatically kill them and get all the blaze rods, and this would fill up very, very quick. But right now, I don't really need that many blaze rods. There's not too much of a point to that. Wow, that was a lot of spawns. Anyway, and now I can hook up a grinder, kill these guys automatically, have all of the mob essence, you know, moved over into this area, into an auto spawner. I believe that's how it works. I don't mess with MFR all that much, so if I'm saying something wrong, I apologize. But I'll figure it out later in this episode for sure. So that way, you know, I can pump everything in. I can pump the energy into both of them. I can spread everything out. Hopefully, I'm probably going to need some more furnace generators and stuff, but that's not really a huge deal. I can automatically pump in all the blaze rods from the auto killing into those furnace generators, and this whole thing will be self-sufficient. Yeah, I think that's the proper wording. Anyway, so that way I can spawn endermen. I can blow them into the corner, and then instead of manually killing these guys, I can manually kill these guys and get the ender pearls and a whole bunch of experience as well. So that's what I'm going to plan on doing, and that's kind of a thing. Now, that's all the work I've really done. Like I said, it looks like a lot of work, but it really isn't. It was really, really simple. I just dug a lot, pretty much. I was watching some videos, and I just kept digging and digging, and I was like, I wonder what cobblestone, chiseled cobblestone, would look like. This whole thing is made out of chiseled cobblestone. It looks really, really cool. And this is dark glass, which is really, really awesome as well. Basically, it doesn't let light in. So if we go, actually, I guess, is that enough, people? Let's show you this real quick. Turn off the fans. And we're going to go, ooh. These guys are, ooh. Woo! I made it. Oh, now there's fire everywhere. That should go out here soon enough. But then you'll see that pretty much, turn fans on. Oh, I wonder if fans, no, fans probably don't put out fire. Anyway, so there it is. There we go. So you see, it doesn't let light in, which is really, really awesome. I love that idea because you can still see inside. And you still come down here. Go ahead and kill the guys that can still see me since they saw me first. Come on down. Come on down and die. Are you dead? You're all dead. Perfect. So, I mean, they're perfect little spawning pads with these little dark glass. You can see, but things still spawn freely. It's fine. It works. Works really well. So that's pretty much what I'm working with. I have these spawning rooms, but I need to hook them together so I can get mob essence from these guys. If this works how I want it to, I'll get mob essence from these guys, pump that into the auto spawner, pump some energy into the auto spawner, feed the blaze rods directly into the furnace generators to provide everything with power, and it should be good to go. I hope. It should be. I hope. So I'm going to get to that. I'm going to start digging out some of this stuff and everything, and I'm going to hook everything up. And if I can, I'll show you a little bit about that when I come back in the next cut. All right, so I have run into an issue, right? So I need, well, that kind of gave you a little hint, but I need emeralds, right? Emeralds. I didn't even notice this. I need emeralds for this thing, and that is a problem. That's a problem. I'm not in any kind of extreme hills. I don't know if ore generation has changed in mods, but I didn't see any in my mind, so yeah, that's why we're here. But what we really want to find is, one, I want to find some really cool people because they have some guards and stuff here. What's up, dude? What? Okay, so you can't trade. That's cool. But we're here. We're trying to figure out. Basically, I have a whole lot of wheat that I can get. I can trade for wheat and stuff. But it's like there's some kind of castle or something. I don't know what this is. This is a pretty cool place. I've seen these around a few times, but I really have no idea what they are. What I do know is that 2 emeralds for... Ooh, you're good. Silicone, that's nice. 1 emerald for cookies. No. I'm looking for a wheat trade. That's what I want. I wonder if I can find them pretty easily. I hope so. I don't know. But we're going to look around for a bit and see what we can actually find in order to get... Wow, lots of these guys. 3 pattern? What do you need 3 pattern chests for, man? For an aluminum oreberry bush? No, thank you. Alright, so basically the idea is that I want... Eventually, you know, I've already marked it for village, but eventually I'm going to end up, you know, creating some kind of a breeder, and that way I can drop these guys into a tinker's smeltery and get emeralds that way. Because if you look up emerald, which is what I did, emerald here, I mean, obviously you can grind it, you can do from these things, which I may or may not have some of, but it says magic bees, forbidden magic, and extra bees, which I haven't done any of, so I don't imagine I would have any of those. But if you keep coming over, you know, you see the various ways to get them. But you can also do this in a gem cast, which I don't have any gems. But right here is a liquefied emerald that you can get, you know, in the Tinker's smeltery thing. Does it actually say you can drop a villager in? I don't think it does, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing that still works. We're going to find out later, but for now, we're looking for the trade because I only have a couple of these things, a couple safari nets, so I want to get a couple decent villagers that will trade wheat, and these guys are so loud with their doors, man. That way, you know, I can trade for a few emeralds, so I can not only, you know, get my emeralds that I need for the auto spawner, but I can also have a gem to get the gem cast for when I do hook up some kind of other thing. You're trapped, man. You are just stuck. Sorry about your bad luck, man. But, you know, that way I can get the gem cast, and that way once I start dropping these guys into a Tinker's smeltery, if that still works, you know, I can have something to actually, I can have that cast and actually make emeralds that way. Now, I can automate the whole thing and not have to worry about trading or anything like that. I can just pretty much get a whole bunch of emeralds if I need them. But right now, we just need to find a villager that will allow us to trade some wheat for emeralds. We only need 2. We have plenty of wheat that we can get. So that's not a big deal. I just have to find the guy that wants to trade the right things. Alright, so here we are. We're back. Back at home. Home sweet home. You know, that kind of thing. And there's our little villagers. Now, there's a few problems that I ran into with these things. And let me show you how I fixed them. First of all, well, the grinder was really not too big of a deal. This guy was just an Invar sword. I already had some Invar plastic. I have the other way. The way I was making boots, actually, I can smelt those, the regular rubber. So I didn't have a problem with that. I used a tree tap on my little tree guys out here to get the resin. I smelted it once to get the rubber balls, and then I smelted it again to get the plastic. So that's not a big deal. I got that without too much of a problem. Books, you know, I was collecting a whole bunch of those when I was looking for pages in Mistcraft. This is pretty simple, just some tin, iron, and glass. And same here, more tin and then gold. You know, none of this stuff was a big deal. But then I came to the auto spawner. And the auto spawner was, emeralds? Crap. So I already explained why I went and got villagers. That was for the emeralds. That's not what I wanted. You know, another one of these, that's not a big deal. Then I came to the magma cream, and I was like, man, so how am I going to get this? It's coagulated blood was one way. Gelatinous slime. I thought I had some of this, but it turns out I didn't. I know I killed a few of these guys, but I must not have gotten any of their drops, or I lost them or something. Blaze powder was not a problem. So I went through this route. You could actually get glue by dropping a horse in the Tinker's smeltery thing, but I don't think that does it either. Yeah, it's kind of vicious. The Tinker's smeltery is kind of vicious. You can get emeralds by dropping villagers. You can get glue by dropping horses. You can get blood by dropping pretty much any other mob. Certain other mobs give you different things. Like Enderman will give you liquid ender, or what is it, resonant ender? I don't know. Whatever the liquid version is. You can get a lot of things from that, and it's really, really handy. But I went the blood route for this. And I got some coagulated blood. Oh, man, I missed it. I missed it. Anyway, you can put blood in this guy here. And the way you would do that... Oh, look. Looks like an Enderman fell in. Perfect. Resonant Ender. That's exactly what it was. Anyway, that's not enough for an actual Ender Pearl at the moment. But what I did is I opened up the top of this. And then I realized something. If I jump down in here, it hurts me. Right? It starts to take some damage. What does that do? You see on top how it kind of turned a little more red than the iron red? That's because you can actually, you can hurt yourself in here and get some blood. Now, it doesn't give you a whole lot, but it is a thing you can do if you really, really, really need it. Now, you see right here, it gives you 10 millibuckets. That was 2 ticks of damage. That was horrible. Absolutely horrible. As far as how much you get goes, because you need over 100. I don't remember how much. Maybe 125 is. Let's find out. This has 125. Let's see if I waste it right here. Oh, what? Is that a thing that can't be done here? That's weird. I thought that was a thing that could be done. I guess not. Anyway, so basically that's not a thing. I thought it was. Anyway, but it requires over 100. I know that. It requires a lot of blood to make one of those things. But anyway, all I really did is I dropped in a few mobs. I jumped in myself. You can also throw rotten flesh into this thing to get some blood. And I pretty much just combined all of those until I got 2 of them. And then I combined them, you know, with the blaze powder and got some of that stuff. And then the nether wart I already had because I did go through, when I was getting the blaze spawners, I ran through and I ran into a little bit of it. So I had some of that on you know, in my stash. And the plastic, yeah, I got through all that. So then I finally got the auto spawner. Now, I do want to show you this. First of all, I came here and I was like, man, 1 emerald for an apple. I found another guy who actually accepted books. It was like 11 books for 1 emerald. That was fine. And I had just chopped down a whole bunch of their bookcases. So I traded those in and got a few more emeralds. I got like 4. So I traded with just 1 trade per villager that had something like this with a brown robe. And this guy turns out to have wheat as his next trade, which was perfect. So I snatched him up. And this guy, he sells pages, which is really, really cool. I like that. That's really, really awesome. And those zombies back there are really getting annoying. There's so many mob sounds around the area. I hate it. I hate it so badly. Anyway, hopefully that helps out a little bit and they're a lot more quiet. But this guy has the pages for Mistcraft, which is really cool. I have no idea if he sells them all eventually or what's going to happen. I haven't even started unlocking him yet, but 3 emeralds per page, really not too problematic there. But once I get a decent amount and I'm pretty good with Mistcraft, I'll probably end up killing him or something, dropping him in here, get some more emerald stuff. But that's where that is. Now let me take you down here and show you what I've done as far as this goes. I was going to do all of this on camera, but I didn't know exactly how it was going to work, so I figured I'd build it out and then show you the result. There they go, man. So here's what I've got thus far. Let me find a play. Oh, can I go this way? Can I do this? Is this going to let me? It is. All right. So what we have is basically this is your grinder. The grinder gives you this essence right here. That's what the purpose of this guy is. It kills mobs and gives you essence. And that's pretty much it is. Obviously, it requires energy, and it says does it say how much here? It doesn't. I thought it showed somewhere. Anyway, basically the way it works is every mob it kills takes energy. It's not like per tick or anything like that, like you see other things. Every kill, it takes some energy. And that's why you see it go up like this, and then it'll drop back down. Now, obviously, I have an energy problem, but we're going to solve that here in a little bit. But first, I'm just trying to run you through the system. And then I have my little furnace generator right here with blaze rods. And what I'm going to do in a little while is I'm just going to automatically pump them out of here. Oh, look, I got a few more of these things. These things are really cool. But I'm going to end up pumping them out of here straight into the generator. That way I don't have to worry about refilling it. But for right now, he's pretty good. He's doing all right. And, you know, then obviously you have the Ender IO style pipes, because that way you can have both the fluid and the power. And in the case of this, potentially the items all go in the same block, which is really, really cool. I love that idea. It's an amazing idea, which is why we're using them. It just makes things, it's a little bit finicky sometimes to set them up. But when it's all said and done, only 1 block. I mean, come on, that's just perfect. So the basic idea is basically a power splitting in both directions, 1 to the grinder and 1 to the auto spawner, and then the fluid is coming down and all the way around. You see it's not connected here. This is going all the way down and around up into this. Oh, there's fans here. That's why. Oh, that's why it's so hard. Okay. Can I? I can't. Anyway, it's going all the way up into the auto spawner up there, and that's why. Oh, man. So, problems. Yep. Anyway, so fans push through blocks. That's a thing. And here is my sound muffler, which is really awesome. I love that thing. And now, what I have in the other side, now that those things are working, this is powering this guy, basically, with mob essence, is that I have these guys standing on wooden spikes, so all I have to do is just come through and bam, 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 bam. Dead, 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 dead. Perfect. Ender pearls. Go. Enderman head. Perfect. So now we're getting ender pearls pretty decently. It's not a huge amount like I want, but the reason I'm holding it off like this is because that way I can also get experience as well. And I died again, and it was crappy because I actually had over 30 levels. It was amazing, but then I died, so it wasn't so amazing anymore. But as I showed you, we have a power problem. Let me into the thing, man. Let me in, man. Go away. There we go. You see right here, like I showed you, the energy is just drained so quick. We need more energy to keep these guys dying, which means more will spawn, and then more will die, and then all of the essence can come out. We need more power for here. Basically, just by increasing the power of this stuff over here, I can, you know, increase the output of this entire system. Because that's going to be awesome. That's going to be amazing. That's what I want. And eventually I will have these guys auto-kill, so they're not just going to stand here, and then ender pearls will just be collected endlessly, and it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. So how do we do that? Basically, you see these guys? Furnace generators? Well, generators are awesome. I love generators, even though they don't always generate a whole lot of power. Because they all have the upgraded version. Right now, power multiplier times 1. You go here, power multiplier times 8. So how do you make this next tier? There's actually a third one too. Times 64, but that requires a lot of stuff. We're not anywhere near having that much. But we can make this just barely. How? We already have one down there. And we're not going to take we're not going to take this guy because this just kind of works as it is. Eventually, we're going to need to increase this power, but that'll be done later. For right now, that's a manual thing, but we're not going to use that one in this next thing. So what do we need? We need 8 total, right? We need 8 of them total, and I have 1, so we need 7 more. That's pretty much the thing. Transfer node for energy. Oh, I forgot about this. So I need the QED. I don't know if I can make these, actually. I have all of... I'm pretty sure I can make all of these things. That's not a huge deal. This guy, lots and lots of redstone. I do have a lot of redstone. Do I have a lot of gold? I might. But this is a rabbit hole right here. Then I have to make the QED itself. Oh, man, I totally forgot about this. 2 Eye of Enders. Ooh, I can make those now. I can do that now. Crafting table, not a problem. Ender infused obsidian. Ooh, more ender pearls. I have those. Yay. All right, so I only need 4, I think, actually. No, I need 5. So I need to do 2 of these recipes. I believe I have the obsidian for that. And this guy... burnt quartz, which shouldn't be a big deal. Diamonds shouldn't be a big deal. And another one of those, which that second recipe will give me enough. So I should be able to make this guy. But we also need at least 1 ender flux crystal. So another one of those recipes and another Eye of Ender. Not a big deal. We'll probably make a few of these guys just because we can. That way it'll go faster. So let me get to working on this QED thing, and I'll be right back with you, and we'll continue with this whole furnace thing. All right, so now here you see it going very, very, very slowly. But here pretty soon, just a minute, give it a little bit. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we have our transfer node. So what else do we need? We need to go to the generator thing. This. And then we're going to make 7 more of these little furnaces right here. Bam, 7. And then we're going to go grab the one from down here because we need it in order to do this. Ooh. All right, up. Sorry, power system. You don't get to do anything just yet. And then we're going to go back up. I love jetpacks, but I wish I had better flying. And then we can go right here to the crafting table, put you here and you all the way around. Perfect. We are good to go. We are good. We should be, hopefully, at least a little bit better. We should be better. So now put this right there. That'll work. And throw in some of these guys. And this thing should generate a lot more power. 8 times the power. Look at that thing shoot up. Wonderful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So he's going to be idle for just a little bit longer. Then it's going to start taking power. And we're going to see if it can keep up. There goes. The essence is going down. So now our bottleneck is going to end up being the essence. We are going to get a whole lot of these endermen here, which means we're going to get a whole lot of ender pearls. That's just marvelous right there. That is beautiful. I love that. Look at that thing. Look at it. Look at it. These guys are just they're coming nonstop. These guys, yeah, no, it's keeping up pretty well. It's keeping up pretty well. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. All right, so what did I tell you we're going to do in this episode? We're going to go kill an ender dragon. That's what I want to do. I want to kill the ender dragon. Why? Because I really, really want to get to the end. And the end is a very special place because it has a whole bunch of draconium stuff that I want to get to make some better gear. But first, we need to go and kill the enderman. Enderman? I mean ender dragon. And yeah, that's going to be awesome. But I need to gear up for it first. So I'm going to be making a few things. I'm going to get myself some better stuff. And hopefully it'll be enough to take on an Ender Dragon. Alright, so I made it to the end portal. I did want to show you this little bit because I did do it the normal way. I don't know if there's any other way to find one in modded, but this is the way I did it. Just the old-fashioned way, Eyes of Ender. Well, sort of the old-fashioned way because I do have a jetpack and I do have a hang glider, which I think I put in here. Found a whole bunch of stuff. I have a whole bunch of arrows. I made a Tinker's Construct steel short bow. It works pretty well. I haven't actually tested it on a mob, but if you hold shift, it says it does 7 hearts of damage, which is really cool, and I assume the arrows add to that. So it's going to do 8.5 hearts of damage, which sounds like a whole lot. I don't know if it actually is, but it sounds like a bunch. So yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, but yeah, I did find a whole bunch of stuff, and I didn't bring a bed. I don't know why. It would have been smart, because if I die, then, you know, it would be very, very, very helpful if I had a bed. But since I don't, we're going to have to wing it. Hopefully we can do it. And then after I beat the dragon, I'll come back, probably off camera, and set up my, you know, little portal thing, Mistcraft style. That way I can get to the end really, really easily. I don't have to worry about anything. I'll find a safe location. All of that good stuff. But I think it's time, guys. I think it's time. Bam! I got it! The heart is temporarily awakened by the dragon's explosive death. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means at all. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh man, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. So much stuff. So much experience too. What does that mean? What does it mean? The heart is temporarily awakened. Did I do something that's time sensitive? Oh man, I don't want to do something that's time sensitive. Crap. Alright, well, that's the thing. Now, we've done it. Crap, we killed the carrot. We beat the game. We beat the game and killed the dragon. That is the thing we did. So now I gotta go set up everything, and I gotta figure out what that means. Ooh, still have a diamond in my face. That's okay, but that's about it. That's about all I've got for this episode. So if you liked the episode, click that like button. You want to see more, you want my videos sent directly to you, and you want to figure out what the heck that meant by the heart is temporarily awakened by the dragon's explosive death thing, then, yeah. Check back, and I'll let you know. But, don't forget to, you know, like, favorite, comment if you feel like you want to. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.